They run it here with Thompson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Smith now on second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the shotgun, Ryan flushed out right. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
21.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Crowder now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. The Washington Redskins, as they make their way back out here, they're coming off back-to-back 7 and 9 seasons now. Yes, they had the injuries at quarterback. But, gosh, there was a time when you thought the NFC East was theirs.
It certainly was. Remember, they were 6-3 at one point. And people are wondering, could they ride the legs of Adrian Peterson to a division crown and into the playoffs? But injuries hit them in a big way. At one point, partner, down the stretch, the two teams that led the league and guys on the injured reserve list, Washington and Oakland. The brothers Gruden, head coaches of both teams, I was teasing both of them saying, do you guys compete at everything? That's not something you want to compete for. So they had a bunch of injuries that really derailed their opportunity to try and win the division.
Trying to get back to the playoffs soon. They haven't won a playoff game since 2005. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. Oh, look at that. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action. It's Smith. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go. 15.
To throw again, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. The linebacker, Brooks Reed, with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, got it. 21.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards the gain for number 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed?
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. Complete. Richardson has it. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Thompson. And an alley to run. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. This throw caught about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 32 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. For the Falcons, Charles, we talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had a chance at that, and they did going into the season. But when you lose your starting safeties in Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal, your middle linebacker Deion Jones for a long stretch of time, you end up starting 1-4. Then in the second half of the season, you have a 5-game losing streak. 7-9 is actually better than I thought that they were finishing because of those 2 long losing streaks.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Freeman. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run with Thompson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Smith finding his big tight end read for a Redskins first. Tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, gun.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And they'll run it here. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Smith. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 39 yards. yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And avoids the contact by sliding. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. On second down, here's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there in the 50-yard line post-game, because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44?
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Ryan will throw again. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked, and Gary's man, complete! That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. No, right. Yellow. Hey, back up.
On third down, it's Thompson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, Smith.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game.
And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This one caught by Crowder. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, Ryan. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Gun, gun, gun!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
12.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Get up!
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Smith. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Liz, huh, Liz. Hey, let's roll.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Being chased out left. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Play action. It's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Smith going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Smith on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Money back, money back, money back. Make it like a money back, money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday.